So when we look at the traditional supply chain today, it's a complex web of steps that each incur their own costs, their own lead time. Each step represents a potential node of failure that can add unforeseen costs and delays. So the goal is to mitigate risk. And that's simply simplifying the conventional supply chain to basically two steps, design and print. So what does it mean? It basically means demand and planning doesn't really matter. Production becomes local consumption. Logistics are radically simplified to the last mile. New development cycles are dramatically shorter. Hardware innovation accelerates and costs are massively reduced. So now, traditionally, this ideal of additive manufacturing supply chain can only be applied to prototyping due to the limitations of technology. However, we come a long way, and the technology has grown to cover a much wider range of applications, from machining tools to certified end-use parts, and many are adopting these methods. So each industry has their respective leaders that have already started their additive journey. Already these industries are facing challenges that we discussed haven't necessarily created this revolution, but it's been accelerating the momentum, and it's clear that we need to act now to stay agile, competitive, and on the cutting edge. So these are obviously a lot of the companies that have seen benefits and have been adopting it for 20 plus years at this point. Additive is nothing new. It's been around for quite some time, but there has been this traditional hype or curve where there was a lot of failures early on, and we've learned from those failures, and now additive is getting to a point where it can be adopted in scale. So I'll talk a little bit about the digital forge, and that's kind of our fancy term for our additive manufacturing solution, but it really combines two things: traditional manufacturing, what we expect and what we know, and bringing a digital aspect to it, and combining those two to have a much more agile and responsive manufacturing platform.